Number one most overlooked influence on toddler meal times. You want to know what it is? I bet this is happening around your table. Stay tuned till the end. I've got a free gift for you. Hey, welcome back. I'm Holly, a pediatric occupational therapist and mom to two adorable toddlers. My channel is about all things early childhood development for 1 to 3-year-olds, because when it comes to toddler development, what you do, mama, matters. Toddler mealtimes can be challenging, even for the best of us. From picky eating to tantrums and food throwing, there are many hurdles to jump over before you actually get to the eating part. However, there is one thing that plays a major part in the success of toddler mealtimes that we seem to always forget about. What is it? Emotions. Countless studies link the parent toddler relationship dynamic at mealtimes as the primary influence on meals. Now, I'm not saying that your child's or your emotions necessarily cause picky eating. What I am saying is that our emotions govern how we act. And until we work through our and our toddler's emotions around food, it's going to be really hard to get to a place of having happy, healthy mealtimes. How are my emotions and feelings related to getting my toddler to eat, you ask? Again, research shows the relationship dynamic between parent and toddler to be a huge influence on successful meal times and picky eating. Here are a few ways we unknowingly make how much or how well our toddlers eat as a measuring stick for our success as mothers. Before we became moms, we all had a list in our head. The list of things that my child will never do. And a whole bunch of these are about food. My child will never throw a tantrum in the grocery store for sweets. My child will never eat ketchup at every meal. My toddler will always stay seated at the dinner table during meal times. Of course, my child will eat vegetables. Most of us have a few hang-ups about food. Maybe our own sensory stuff. Maybe we struggle with our relationship with food. Without realizing it, we can put very black and white labels on food, as well as have very a rigid picture of what healthy eating looks like, which makes every meal or snack either a pass or a fail. Feeding is one of the first things we do as moms. It's very central to our feelings about ourselves as moms. Unknowingly, we as mamas can internalize picky eating as meaning that we're failing to provide for our kids and somehow inadequate as mothers, even when it's normal developmental phase for toddlers. The thing is that our underlying feelings and beliefs around food and how our toddler's picky eating reflects our abilities as moms is often untrue and paints how we react during meal times. I've found for myself and for the many mothers I've worked with around toddler meal times and picky eating that until we realize what emotions or false beliefs we have about picky eating, we can't move forward. In fact, we end up creating a cycle of self-sabotaging the strategies that we've put in place during meal times because of our own fears or anxieties. Unless my toddler eats vegetables, they are unhealthy, so he needs to finish the vegetables or go to bed hungry. My toddler only ate a few bites of her dinner. I better just feed her this last bit while she's distracted by the TV, or she'll starve. If I let my toddler play with their food or eat with their hands, it means I'm not teaching them manners. My toddler hates the way I cook. That's why they don't eat enough. It's my fault. I'll just get that pre-made food instead. We try to control our toddlers' eating because if they don't eat the way that we think that they should, what does that say about us? What does a healthy toddler-parent dynamic at mealtimes look like? It looks like the parent choosing what to serve and the toddler choosing what to eat. It looks like the parent choosing the amount to serve and the toddler choosing the amount to eat. It looks like the parent supporting the toddler to remain seated for a realistic amount of time during meals through encouragement, proper supported chair, and a routine, and the toddler choosing how much they eat while they are sitting. It looks like the parent modeling eating with correct table manners and the toddler eating in the way that best fits their development. But my child is an actual picky eater. Aren't my concerns valid? I am in no way trying to minimize valid parental concern for real picky eaters. The opposite. I'm saying that picky eating needs to be appropriately addressed. It is a very legitimate concern and absolutely our role as parents to address the reasons for picky eating, as well as to train our kids in healthy eating. However, our actions need to be focused on correctly supporting our toddler's eating, not on attempting to control or pressurize your toddler to eat. How can I stop putting pressure on my toddler during meal times? Stopping the habit of begging, bribing, pleading, punishing your toddler at mealtimes is in no way easy. It requires that we take a closer look at ourselves before we can properly support our toddlers. Are you ready and willing to look into your own food hang-ups? Why it eats at you that your toddler doesn't finish their food? The reason for not offering your toddler variety? Inside my free 4-week email course, An Action Guide for Picky Eating, you will find a to-the-point reflection guide to help you get started. This reflection guide is the first step towards understanding toddler mealtime emotions and moving forward to healthy, happy family eating. Is your toddler's picky eating leaving you feeling bad about your mothering or worried about your child's health? Maybe it's sensory, maybe it's something medical. In this next video, we are delving into real, legit, and critical reasons for picky eating that you should never ignore.